What's good? It's Sam here, and I want to talk about two practically guaranteed ways to grow your YouTube channel. Exactly what I'm doing, and I want to tell you what I am doing so that you are able to grow yours. First of all, if this is your first time here, thank you so much. I'm going to get into the video in a second. I'm documenting my journey of growing my online presence to $100 a day. And if you'd like to follow along, make sure you press that subscribe button as well as that little bell notification so you get to see this awesome face every day. And with that, I want to get into those two reasons are almost guaranteed, at least so far, they've been guaranteed for me to increase the number of views and number of minutes watched. And I'm going to show you some data on that in a second. So the first thing to getting more views is increasing quantity. Increase the amount of fucking shit you do online. Whatever you're doing, increase it. So if you are trying to grow your website or your blog, increase the amount of posts you're putting out. If you're trying to grow your following on LinkedIn or find a job, you need to increase the amount of places that you apply to or reach out to or network with, because that's not just a one way. If you're trying to find a new job, it's not just through LinkedIn. You're going to have to talk to every single person that you know as well as everything else. So like if you're trying to do anything, if you increase the amount of effort into whatever you're doing, you will be able to succeed. And number two, at least for YouTube, is in terms of driving traffic and views, is increasing the amount of external traffic you get to the platform. So a lot of people, I feel, focus on the SEO, search engine optimization within YouTube and within Google. And it's rightfully so. That drives a tremendous amount of traffic to YouTube channels. I feel like an area that is potentially left out of that equation is the actual external traffic driven to a YouTube channel. And because I believe it is better from the standpoint that you're going to get a better ROI on the traffic driven there, because the SEO market is fairly mature and efficient. So there's a lot of low-hanging fruit that you can get relatively quickly, in my opinion, being relative. I feel like there's always room to improve in that area, but I feel like you can get a lot of the low-hanging fruit pretty quickly when it comes to SEO and YouTube and other places. Now, then it becomes the diminishing returns, right? Like you can put in a shitload more work and just get a marginal better improvement in terms of your SEO and your ranking. Whereas driving external traffic to your YouTube channel through other social media and a blog or a website. So like how I am driving traffic there is through Google+, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Medium, which is like a blogging platform. And then I also drive some with email. And there's like it's got a multiplier effect when you think about it through external traffic. Well, also through Google traffic, but in a way, I would actually say the ROI is better, and I'm going to get to that. So the network effect, or like the multiplier that I'm talking about in terms of extra search traffic, is that once somebody starts watching your video, there's a higher probability that they're going to continue watching other videos of yours. Like a complete stranger versus somebody who just watched you has a higher probability of clicking on another one of your videos than a complete stranger because they just watched you. So if traffic comes in from Google search, so I'm going to lay that as the foundation, and then I'll talk about why the traffic I'm driving is better than the traffic Google is driving. Because the traffic from Google comes in, and then YouTube wants to keep you, and then knows that your eyes have seen me, so they have a higher probability of watching me again, so they put more of my videos in front of you again for watching one of them. Now, that in contrast to traffic from external sources through all the social media that I just mentioned, as well as Pinterest and the blogging platform Medium, the traffic through those sources it's not just random search for something, even if it is something relatively specific. I feel like the traffic is a little bit more niche than the traffic coming from Google, in that I'm going inside of specific groups within these social media that have a specific interest in exactly what I'm talking about and interacting with them. So I might have seen a post of yours related to a SARM, which I've been researching with. And if I see something interesting on your post or your picture, not only may I like it, but also comment something that's actually authentic and genuine, and say something about your post. Like, yeah, your shoulders are looking fucking jacked, bro. Like, something very specific to that picture that's not generic. And so that the probability of you clicking on mine versus somebody else's increases. And that's not like, I'm not trying to do that to drive the traffic, but I am trying to do that to drive the traffic because I know that I'm actually giving valuable information, like, when I'm out there. So, and it's coming from a good spot. So that traffic, I feel like, is more niche, which means that when it gets there, it's a higher quality view. And the way that I actually measure this is through the average viewing duration, like how long somebody actually views my content for. And that backs it up. So the data on YouTube, and I actually don't have it pulled up at this moment, but if I look at the top sources for the external traffic that I'm driving versus the traffic from Google, the traffic from Google, I think, was about 1 minute and 13 seconds that somebody would watch for on average, where the traffic that I'm driving from Google+, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Medium, that traffic on average was much closer to 2 minutes. So that is the whole idea that gave me the theory of that. So because I'm driving higher quality traffic to YouTube, and they're watching further into my videos, I get a better connection with whoever it is that is watching my videos, which means that if you compare that to the Google person, right, as the baseline, they watched a video, meaning they have a higher probability of clicking on another one of my videos. But now that was an average of 1 minute and 13 seconds. Now somebody's watching an average of 1 minute and 51 seconds. So naturally, if somebody were to spend more time viewing or consuming somebody's content, the longer they spend on that content, the higher the probability, to a certain point of diminished returns, somebody's going to have to click on that again. So by driving more niche or like higher quality traffic to YouTube, I actually am able to reap the benefit of the SEO on YouTube, if that makes sense. So that's where you get a multiplier effect from having external traffic versus just trying to focus on the SEO traffic within YouTube and on Google. And that is the second answer I have in terms of how you grow your views and your minutes watched on YouTube. Now, if you're still watching at this point, thank you so much. You are awesome. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you are awesome. Now next, if you want to follow along with this, just press that subscribe button. You watch to the end, just press that subscribe button. You're going to want to see more content anyway. I put out content all the time, and if you press that little bell notification, as I mentioned, then you get to see this awesome face every day when I post a picture. Also, if you had any comments about that insight, let me know down below in the comments. I want to hear what your thoughts are on that theory. Peace.